Hey there, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. Welcome to CT Style. Today we bring you The Lawdown, where personal injury attorney Brooke Goff shares her insight on important legal issues. Today, we're helping you understand your insurance policy. There's a whole lot to know. Brooke, when picking a policy, where do we even start? What should people be looking for?
Sure. So obviously call your agent or call an agent. I don't recommend people call the insurance companies themselves. You really want somebody you can fall back to, and agents get a commission. So that means that if you have a problem, they'll help you and they can answer the questions for you. So I always recommend using an agent. For auto insurance, you obviously get your liability policy and your uninsured, underinsured motorist policy. It all comes down to limits, and what that means is it all comes down to what you can afford. Nothing drives me crazier than I see an accident case come in and the person was driving 2021 Mercedes C300 and they have state minimum limits. It's like, what are you doing? You can afford the car, you can afford the insurance.
Right.
At the very least, at least the insurance to cover the price of the car, right? I mean, come on. So you really want to, I mean, limits are the focus. Conversion is another thing, which we can talk about. A lot of people don't know what that is. But
I don't know what that is.
I'm going to tell you.
Let's talk about it.
But so when you're choosing limits, you choose a state minimum in Connecticut's $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident. So $25.50. Okay. That's the state minimum. Guys, do not use that. Okay. Always go. I recommend a minimum of $100,000, $300,000. Get more. Okay. Most companies won't write an umbrella, which umbrella, by the way, they're really cheap. They won't even write umbrellas until you get $250. Okay. But you'd be surprised how cheap insurance can actually be. This is not where you want to save money. Save money when you're considering Dunkin' versus Starbucks. Don't save money when it's like limit to limit, right? Conversion, though, is key. So I've been trying to educate on this topic. If you get in an accident and you have $25,000 of coverage, right? And the person that hit you has $25,000 of coverage. If your underinsured motorist coverage is 25, you can't get any more money most of the time, okay? If you have the same coverage, it cancels each other out. Conversion takes your policy and it doesn't give them the offset for the 25 from the other person. So your policy will be on top of whatever they have. Oh, okay. And it's so cheap. People in Connecticut, everybody should. Okay. So it's just a conversion, it's a conversion endorsement to your underinsured, uninsured motorist policy. Most people don't know what it is. It's not really done a lot in Connecticut, but they offer it. Take it. It's a really inexpensive way of inflating your limits. Right. So that's something maybe people should look into. Any other types of insurance that you think our viewers should look into? MedPay. So with the rising cost of health insurance and everything else going on, MedPay is free medical money if you're in an accident. So when you're at the scene, you're like, oh, do I take the ambulance? I'm going to have a copay. Hospital, MedPay comes to the rescue and pays it all for you. I recommend a minimum of $5,000. You can get 10. It's so inexpensive. Let me tell you, it's much cheaper than paying your deductible or than paying your health insurance premium. So for those people that may have state insurance that doesn't really cover a lot, you want to see providers that are more readily available than the providers available under Husky. MedPay is your way to go. All right, great tips as always, Brooke Goff. Thanks so much. Thank you. You can of course learn more at gofflawgroup.net. We will see you next time.